Sizing up the foe. When the train had disappeared into the distance, the last tremors had faded and the smoke had cleared. Rock and Rutsnut did a final check and confirmed no victims about the track. At least this night, the tactics of the pair had protected the herd. And when Rock and Rutsnut unleashed themselves and went to discuss matters with the cattle, they were met with a chorus of lowing gratitude. "Many of us resisted your methods," said Berta, "but tonight we see that you have saved cow lives." "It worked better than expected," said Rock, "but you must improve your discipline still. Too many of you broke your ranks to view the train, putting you at its mercy, of which it clearly has none." "Now you've both seen the ferocity of this train," said Berta. "You know what we face. How can you stop it? How can anyone?" "It is only our first scout," said Rutsnut. "The contest is just beginning." "Gosgard wasn't conquered in a day," Rock reminded them. "In the meantime," said Rutsnut, "you must continue to follow our directions each and every night without fail. We will be in touch." And the pair took their leave. Walking home by the track for inspiration, Rock riding bareback, the duo carefully analyzed their evening's mischief. "I've never seen a train in such terrible condition as that," said Rock, "at least not outside of a wreck yard. I saw holes big enough for you to tunnel through, yet it seems to charge better than any." "It surely wasn't lacking in speed and might," said Rutsnut. "Perhaps it's the coal this train devours. It had a peculiar pungency I've never smelled before." "I'll take your word for it," said Rock. "Smoke all burns lungs the same to me. At least it's excellent news we seem immune to the train's powers." "So it appears," said Rutsnut. "Some might say," said Rock, "that if we ourselves can't be lured, the train might provide much fresh meat for no threat to us. But I'm sure we're in agreement that we can't endorse this method of hunting beasts, being not just cowardly but unervingly unnatural. And on that point alone, we would be obliged to end this predatory pastime." "It makes rusty-tooth traps seem fair play," said Rutsnut. "We can't have track-bound behemoths charging across the land, assaulting animals for sport, luring them more easily than the most lavishly baited snare. Who knows where it will lead?" "No question," said Rock. "But why do you think this train didn't affect us? Is it simply because we're not cattle?" "It could well be," said Rutsnut. "We could further test this by experimenting with other creatures, perhaps harassing a cat into the vicinity or bringing a live rat, and see the train's effect on them. But this might be difficult to organize. I think we can assume it's at least mainly and perhaps only cows that can be lured, since I represent other furred beasts and you the birds. But we can't be sure of anything at this early stage." "In any case," said Rock, "tomorrow morning I'll fly to neighboring farms along the railway and ask those moo beasts if they have experienced the same entrancement, to discover whether it is only the Dolefield herd being targeted. Maybe these other animals have more to tell us about this train, other clues for us to make mischief with. There is also an item I spotted some time ago that may now be of use to us if I can get my beak on it."